If you're trying to improve your lung health and fitness because maybe you've had COPD or pneumonia, or you just want to improve your lung health in general, chances are you've probably seen one of these inspirometers. But a lot of people use these the wrong way. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use an inspirometer to improve your lungs health and fitness. I'm Dr. Sean, your PT guy, and our videos help you learn how to move better and stay independent so you can enjoy your life. Let's get started. Disclaimer! So if you've ever been in the hospital because of surgery, or maybe you've had COPD or any other problems, chances are you've probably seen this little piece of equipment. This is called an inspirometer. Now I say it like that because I want you to hear that word, inspirometer. A lot of people are doing the opposite of what they should be with this piece of equipment. With this piece of equipment, you're trying to inhale. You're sucking all the air you can, trying to get this little blue plastic guy all the way up through the top. When I suck in air through the little straw here, it just comes off like this. You put the straw on there and you suck air in through this, it's gonna rise up. Now, what's cool is there's this little guy on the side. So yes, it goes to 5,000, which is great if I could hit it. But if I only get to here, at least I know where I'm at. So each time I do it, I can try to get it up a little bit higher. Now, let's look over here for a moment. Oftentimes when you're sucking air in, you're doing it way too quick. And that's what this ball is for. This ball is not supposed to be way up here. That's why there's a big X. I don't know if you can see this X, but there's a big X here, and there's an X down here, and there's a little check mark right here. So we want that ball coming in the center, hovering. When we suck air in, this blue part is going to rise up to the top, however much we can, and we were trying to keep the ball right in the center as we do it. But we don't want to blow out. It didn't do anything. Oftentimes people are just trying to use this, and a nurse may give this to them and say, hey, use this every hour or every commercial, just blow into this. Well, you're not supposed to blow into it. You're trying to suck air in. If you just do this, nothing happened. But if I inhale, this guy's gonna come up. So watch this. First, I'm gonna blow out all my air first. Let me try from over here. I don't know if you can see this better over here or over here. What do you think? Is this good? Okay, we'll do it right here. Let's blow all the air first. I'm trying to clear my lungs. Hold on, I can't talk when I have no air. But right after you blow all your air, stick the straw inside your mouth, and then you slowly start to rise it up while you're inhaling, looking at this yellow spot. Okay, here we go. Ready? Nice. So we blow all the air. And you can keep going if you get all the way up there, but that's great. Now, how many times should you be doing this to help strengthen those muscles with this inspirometer when you're inhaling? 10 times an hour is great. That's a best case scenario. Or if you want to do a couple every commercial break, if you're watching TV, that's fine too. It's an excellent way to clear anesthesia, but more importantly, it strengthens your diaphragm muscles and all the muscles that you use to improve your lung capacity. And it just helps air get in and utilize. Your lungs are way more efficient when you use this. So you blow out all your air first, put the straw to your mouth, and suck in as deeply as you can. 10 repetitions if you can per hour. That's what you do to improve your lung health using an inspirometer. So when you improve your lungs health, you're going to have better oxygenization throughout your whole body. That's a big long word. What does that mean? It just means all our muscles, our brain, everywhere is getting the oxygen it needs to keep our body going strong. Because when we don't have the oxygen, we get weaker. And when we get weaker, that leads to falls. We don't like falls. Speaking of falls, if you want more tips and training on how I teach people to prevent falls, you can find some of that training down in the link in the description below. And if you want more videos just like this one to help you learn how to move better and stay independent to enjoy your life, click the subscribe button down below and that little bell icon. I'll see you in the next video.